As a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Suns. Bull, the pass to Ingram. And he lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Goulet. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Well, I tell you what, Shai's a hard guy to stop, even when you play him physical.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Pass to Ingram. Here's Holiday. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 4 on the clock. From deep, and the rejection by James.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the foul called on Shai. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Now here is Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bull.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Goulet, and it's blocked. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
There's the pass to James. On the wing, Shai. Plumlee dishes to Shai. Ripped away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday is running, and they take the lead.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Davis, the pass to Goulet. James looking it over. Unloads from 13. Shai's shot is off.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Here's Bull. And it falls over the rim and in. Bull. Bull's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
James, the pass to Plumlee. Shai outside. Back to Plumlee. To end the run. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Pope. Last game out, he had 14. That shot off. Good D by Shai. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. James misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Williamson missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out to the right wing. Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. And here is Davis. 5 on the clock. Shai kicks to James. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Goulet. No good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean, there's no way they could win that game. It was the sixth man to the rescue.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
They get a hand on it. Plumlee with the steal. Ingram against James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris, more and more, we're seeing star play. Players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dollar, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there, so you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you want.
Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Amari Spellman. Ingram comes in for Bull. And it's Pope in for Napier. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Pope is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low.
Oh, it's just a good chance you're going to get bumped if you take it up in there with Shai's resilience.
Dinwiddie dishes to Williamson. Ingram against James. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Ingram trying to get open. And the Pelicans miss again.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shai in the last game against the Suns was a driven man. He ended up with 43 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Down low, here's Hayes. He kicks to Williamson. Pass to Pope. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
The Lakers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. That one is off. Plumlee is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. And he sinks the second.
And for anyone that feels like Summer League doesn't matter, Shai is a shining example of why it does. It's part of how he got his shot in this league.
And it's Pope missing. Lakers leading by 3. Passes it to Horton Tucker. Shai kicks to James. Back to Shai. Shoots from the elbow. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's Davis. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Pelicans trail. Here's Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more.
Oh, wow. This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Goulet. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. It's deflected.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Good work there as it goes. And it's a three-point Pelican lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
LeBron outside. Shea inside. Can't get it to fall.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Holiday. The rebound by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Horton Tucker. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 3 assists now in this one. The Pelicans shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Pope, covered by Shea, and the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bol, he's checked in for Hayes. Here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Ingram kicks to Pope. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Pope's got his second bucket. And the Lakers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
LeBron kicks to Shea. Back to James. There's the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Plumlee dishes to Shea. LeBron passes to Goulet. Ingram with the steal.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could talk trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Here's Horton Tucker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too. If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
One second left. Oh, and he drills it! He drills it!
Can you say range? Can you say range?
Yeah.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down. Los Angeles making a switch here. Shea's checked in. The Pelicans have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Shea. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. And stolen by Williamson. Ingram outside.
Drill.
6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Lakers trail by 7. Shea passes to Plumlee. The drive by Shea. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Holiday kicks to Pope. Here's Bull. 14 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Williamson. Over Plumlee. And the Pelicans miss again.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Here's Horton Tucker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jumps up and slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram's length and activity paying off. Great transition defense to offense.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Davis in the corner. LeBron outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's blocked.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
LeBron James on the wing. Back to Shea. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Passes it to Pope. Back to Holiday. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. And Shea throws it down.
Well, in transition, Shea does a great job of picking his spots and finishing with confidence.
New Orleans in the lead. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Lakers on D. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Here's Pope. Makes it off the glass. Pope's got 7.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And the Lakers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection, as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pelicans. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
James, the pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Plumlee against Ingram. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
Oh, like a gazelle, Ingram just loping inside for the finish.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Shea kicks to Davis. Shea outside. Ingram with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Shea dishes to James. Takes the 3. And it's Davis missing. Pelicans leading by 8. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Pope. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it. Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
And Hayes kicks to Ingram. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
Well, with Ingram's length and athletic ability, he can really get flashy with his dunks.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
So for the Pelicans, Omari Spellman has come in for Williamson. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Drew Holiday. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Pope. Lamb passes to Antetokounmpo. They need this. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And here's Jay outside. No good on the shot. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. It's stolen by Lamb. The drive by Che. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line. The first one falls. That one misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Napier. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trailed by 11. The drive by Che. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Oh, that play took tremendous focus. Che with the and one opportunity here.
The Lakers have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hayes dishes to Ingram. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
They grabbed their own miss. A second chance effort. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Lamb.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense. And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 11 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie, it's deflected. Goulier passes to Antetokounmpo, and it's blocked.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Dinwiddie finds Napier. Now Hayes. Back to Napier. Can't hit from in close. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Trains the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lamb. Che outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. 12 points for Brandon Ingram.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
We're leaving nothing to chance that time. Che gets good lift and powers it down.
Here's Napier. He's got 7, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dinwiddie. Ingram with it. Pass to Napier. The high post shot. Again, the Pelicans score.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Che outside. Launches it. They get it back. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Shrink the floor when you're on.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Pelicans leading by 9. So for New Orleans right now, Spencer Dinwiddie out there at Pope. Then there's Bull. Then there's Williamson. And it's Spellman in at the center, filling out the middle. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Jay outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Horton Tucker, the pass to Shea. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Bull.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Amari Spellman, but they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it to Shea. Lets it go from deep, and the Lakers get it back.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Dinwiddie passes to Bull. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Holiday. Here's Dinwiddie. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Pope. Here's Bull. Williamson, the pass to Bull. With the fadeaway. Goes up again. And Williamson with a nice bucket inside. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Kicks it out to Shea. Beyond the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Great D that time from Davis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing this man into a difficult attempt. Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Dinwiddie outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money. But what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's Pope. He's guarded by Davis. Holiday. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kicks it out to James. Shea outside.
Fourth foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Che.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now Holiday, he kicks it to Ingram. Shoots from the line. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Back to Che. And the dunk by Che.
An elite passer in his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
New Orleans leading by 9. The pass to Ingram. And stolen by James. Che kicks to Plumlee. Oh!
Nice. Well, there are some things you just can't teach. That's Che with tremendous awareness for where everyone is around him.
Pass to Bull. 18 feet out, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And here's Che outside. They get it again. It's blocked.
Yeah, I mean, tracking that one all the way, baby. I mean, Zion getting nasty at the defensive end.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Ingram outside. Passes it to Pope. Five to shoot. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it is.
Davis kicks to LeBron. Che outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Warriors, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Here's Pope, covered by Che, and James picks up the foul. That'll be... Ingram outside. Pass to Pope. They double him with LeBron. Clock at 6. Williamson, the pass to Pope.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough.
Ne yapacaksın kartı? Ne yapacaksın? Ne lazım? Ne? He. Nereye gidiyorsun sen şimdi? Kartı neyle alacaksın? Gideceksin annenlerde. Kalsın.
Tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And that one falls for Bull.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Los Angeles calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Bull.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
Both free throws good for Ingram. Here's Che. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Pope, covered by Che. Inside, here's Williamson. And Davis sends it back. Che inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one is on Bol.
Oh, that's just fearless in his approach. I love seeing Che attack the heart of that defense.
And both free throws good for Che. Pelicans leading by 8. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Pope, covered by Che. Here's Williamson. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Time running out for the Lakers. From deep, Che, good on the triple. Che's got 38 points.
Oh, man, that's the guy to go to with the game hanging in the balance. Che steps up big.
Pope the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And here's LeBron outside, and the three ball is good. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, you got to love the poise of James, a master at executing in clutch situations.
Pope the pass to Williamson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And like his father, Manute, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Here's Erickson. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
So New Orleans wins it. A truly gutsy performance away.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
You scored a ton of points tonight, but you guys...
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but we'll look at the team.
You're looking live and down and nothing.
Well, Kevin.
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Jackson, and it's Clayton in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Che, And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5 spot. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back 3. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking, so you already have spacing, and now to be able to step back and knock down a 3, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you, so I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
If you're the defense, you have to get back. LeBron, a monster out in the open court.
Here's Clark. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. About a minute played so far here in the first. And yes, it's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And a wide open look for James. Buries it from 3-point range. James has got 7 points.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
One-on-one fast break. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Clark.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points his last outing. Morant with the steal. Here's Clark. James covering. Here's Morant. And that one hits back iron. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Antetokounmpo passes to James, and the basket is good. He's got 9.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Here's Morant, and he makes good on the layup.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Shea. 38 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots. And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Clayton, the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good for 2. And that's now 6 points for Ja Morant.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Shea passes to Davis. Shea, right side. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Morant, covered by Shea.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, James. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 11 points for LeBron. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Now here's Morant. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
On its way from Clark for two. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
11 feet away, again, Los Angeles.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 10.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
And the rejection by Jackson. To the right side. To the paint. The pass to Morant. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's James, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jackson in the corner. And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Goulet. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Pass to Jackson. Over onto Tacumbo. Kept alive. Brooks off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant passes to Jackson. Clayton, James covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clayton, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
2 points, that one goes.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Steve, I know you like this, that the 3-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting the 3 ball, because there are some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Love with the bucket.
And Love had his feet set, was ready and waiting to knock that one down.
Shea kicks to Plumlee. Goulet passes to Kuzma. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 3 assists tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Now Fultz. Over Lamb. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Lakers leading by 7. Shea, right side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
I'll tell you what, Coach really trusts Shea's thought process because he thinks things all the way through.
And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Sacramento. Now here's Fultz, covered by Shea. It's tipped and stolen by Shea. Here's Kuzma, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fultz looking around. 1:25 left to play here in the first. Here's Holiday. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Yes, that goes in. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Passes to Love. Will it go? He doesn't hit that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. 44 seconds left in the first. Love can't hit. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Pass to Shea. And the layup falls. Shea's got 12 points in the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Fultz with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play going to the line. The team swap here for the Lakers. Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Shea, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Shea drives in.
He's a difficult guy to guard off the bounce. Shea catches the defender a little out of position.
The Lakers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Free throw, good. Shea. And both free throws good for Shea.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He dropped in 38 points, and his aggressiveness allowed him to make an impact from the charity stripe as well. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
Whether he's scoring, facilitating, hitting the glass, his focus is just to provide whatever they need for the win.
It's good from long range. Shea's got 5 points in the quarter.
Here's a guy who plays with a strong belief in his own abilities. Shea does not flinch from distance.
And stolen by Shea. Now the Lakers on the break. Antetokounmpo running. And the whistle blows as the basket count.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The Lakers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Thornton passes to Jackson. Back to Thornton. Jackson trying to break free. And that's good. Marcus Thornton for three. Thornton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the pass to James. Back to Che. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
The Lakers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brooks. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Shea.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found them.
And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. So it's the Grizzlies now. Thornton cans the shot from the wing. Thornton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the three and the painted area.
Shea dishes to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Shea, and stolen by Thornton. Jackson with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And here is Thornton. 5 points in the game. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Horton Tucker, that's good.
That's a great pass. This is why you run your offense through a guy like Che. He understands the game.
Here's Clark. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Brooks outside. From deep, Thornton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Thornton's got 8 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Horton Tucker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shea passes to Antetokounmpo. From deep, Shea. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Clark. 1:42 left to play here in the half. Kicks it to Thornton. Jackson trying to break free. No good with the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
And the Lakers making a change here. Biyombo's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Love comes in for Clark. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Marcus Thornton. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Clayton covered by LeBron. And the basket by Jackson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to Che. It's Davis on the wing. Down low, the 11-footer, and Che gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Memphis moving it around. From the top of the key, nice jump shot, good. 6 points for Love.
If you're going to be a premier scorer in this league, you have to be able to hit contested jumpers. Love's one of the best at that.
And so it's... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Markelle Fultz. Jaren Jackson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Brooks, and it's Clayton in at the 3. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, when you think about underrated stars in the NBA, who comes to your mind?
Drew Holiday for me is one.
Yes.
Mike Conley is another. Even a guy that gets a lot of praise, I still don't think he gets enough, is Klay Thompson, especially on the defensive end. It just scratches my head that he's really never made an all-defensive team selection.
It's nice to see underrated guys like Chris Middleton and D'Angelo Russell get all-star berths for the first time.
Yeah, those two are coming on as well.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brooks finds Clark, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brooks outside. Got a piece of it. Here's Horton Tucker. Sinks that one from the post. Horton Tucker's got 5 points so far.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Jackson following the basket by Anthony Davis.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 19. Back to Jay. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 9 assists now tonight.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Fultz with the ball. Covered by Che. And they double up Jackson. Back to Fultz. And that one drops. Fultz has got his first 2 points.
And how about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 feet away, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Che. Che's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Fultz. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, Jackson misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on John Morant's injury. David, any news there?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Brooks checked in for Memphis. Aaron Holiday comes in for Dylan Brooks. The Lakers on D. Holiday, the pass to Clark. Here's Fultz. And again, Memphis, no good.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And here's Jay outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Clark. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. Now Fultz. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Shea drives in. On the wing, Lamb. From deep, Shea drains it from beyond the arc. Shea's got 45 points.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Here's Clark. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Fultz, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Antetokounmpo passes to Goulet. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 8 now on the night. Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Can they get it? No good from Clark. LA has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Took him no time at all on that one. Lamb's got his second bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Clark. He's got 8. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Los Angeles. Clark finds Brooks. Clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. Brooks with the bucket. Brooks has got 7 points. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
And it goes down 2 points. Shea's got 49 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely, and that one's good by Clark.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Lakers passing it around.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control.
Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
You've got Bismack Biyombo. Shea is out there with Erickson. Then there's Batum, and it's Plumlee in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Holiday. Shea with the block.
Nice job of attacking that shot. Shea wants to intimidate you. And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Shea's got 53.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Fultz dishes to Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. And Shea gets it to go.
Wow, what an evening Chase had. Unstoppable and relentless at the offensive end.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Memphis. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Love outside. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Monroe outside, and the foul called on Shea. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Clayton. Off the inbound, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Unloads from 13, and he hits the jump shot. 60 points for Shea.
From mid-range, Shea's not worried about what the analytics say. He's just trying to get buckets.
And stolen by Shea. And here we go. Fast break with Shea. Yep, that one goes.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Wallace following the basket by Mason Plumlee. That's tipped. Wallace with the ball. 5 on the clock. From deep, Thornton. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum. The finish, good. That's another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The Grizzlies shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Monroe right side. Wallace the pass to Love. Thornton with it to halt the run. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Brooks checked in for Memphis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And the foul called on Shea. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
And here is Wallace. Love the pass to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Monroe, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That's good from Wallace on the assist by Brooks.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Here's Jay. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Love outside. Pass to Thornton. Batum with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Goulet. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Tremendous effort by Che. Powers through the contact to complete the play, and he gets himself to the line.
Free throw, good. Che. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles, and all we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in. He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Here's Wallace. Brooks outside. The pass to Love. Now Monroe. He's guarded by Plumlee. 7-foot shot. Erickson with the rebound.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And stolen by Love. Now here's Wallace. Covered by Biyombo. Love outside. Pass to Thornton. 5 to shoot. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Batum. Here's Goulet. And again.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And it's Love missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Che.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now here's Wallace. To the inside, Brooks banked in off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Goulier passes to Batum. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Passes it to Plumlee. He kicks to Batum. Pass to Biyombo. Lakers working the ball around now. From deep, Shea, and another one falls. Amazing.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. There was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow
from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the...
Hey.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce.
Have a good game, man. Sure. You got those tickets I gave you? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Cool.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. A moment now to check out. And David Aldridge is standing.
Nuggets coach.
Some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jeremy Lamb out there with Shea. And it's Plumlee in its center. And for the Nuggets, Randall out there with Hardaway. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's Richaun Holmes. And it's Pons in at the point guard position. Look at our matchup tonight, Brent. It's somewhat rare now to have two teams that operate so well with their back to the basket.
Interesting to have multiple options down there on the post, and more, Kevin, we're seeing it sometimes not even be the center position. It could be a wing player that on any given night has the physical advantage down there. So
exactly.
Defensively, how are these guys going to cope with that? Are there going to be double teams from the bottom, double teams from the top? Are they going to come on the first or second dribble? Let's take a look at that tonight.
A lot of moving parts.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Pond following the bucket by the Lakers. Basket good. Pond's got 6.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Really wild to think that there were doubts on Che's commitment to the game. He's proving himself and proving that he can hoop.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Memphis. Murray against Lamb. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from Lamb.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
You can tell he knows the game. Che, with great feel, finds the open man.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Randall. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Pond. Davis with some nice D.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Here's Pond following the basket by LeBron James. Now the pass to Randall. Pass to Pond. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Davis gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Che.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Holmes. The feed now to Hardaway. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Los Angeles leading by 4. Che passes to Davis. Here's Goulet, and the layup's good off the glass. Che's got 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Pond, covered by Che. Good D by Che.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Clarkson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Bonds can't hit. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Goulet fires the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Che.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Murray finds Holmes. Back to Murray. Fires the three. And another miss by Denver. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And a wide open look for Lamb. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like...
Wow, hammering it in!
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
The Nuggets trail by 17. And stolen by Che. And Che throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this. Crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Bonds, covered by Che. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Bonds got 10.
But maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Lamb with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. LeBron passes to Che. Shot clock at 5. The tray. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Bonds, covered by Che. Che with the block.
Crazy to think scouts were saying that Che didn't play with enough heart. That block showing you that he wants it. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
James the pass to Che. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 20. Pass to Randle. James against Hawkins. The pass to Pond. And stolen by Che. And finished off by LeBron.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Tipped away. Here's Ponds. Che with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Plumlee with the ball. Lamb, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Here's Clarkson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Shot to stop the run, and McConnell gets it to go.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And they double up Jay. Kicks it out to James. Back to Jay. Randall outside. Goes up on the wing. Rebound the Lakers.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Clarkson against LeBron. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. And so it looks like the Lakers have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Free throw good, Kuzma. We're just halfway through the season, Brent. Talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important. Like every game they're there. Like every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Che. And it's Lamb in at the two-guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Che, in the last game against the Rockets, lit up the floor. He scored 40 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis, rises up and swats that shot away.
Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal. Pass to Murray. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Che. Passes it to Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. The drive by Che. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Che. Che's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Murray. 23 points for him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Randall surveying the D to the left side wing. Here's Pons, covered by Che. Feeds it to LeBron, and James throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
It's Hardaway with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Now some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. LeBron James, #1.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
And he is very, very careful with his shot selection, which has led to that high percentage, but not to the point where he's too conservative. He's still willing to force the issue when the situation calls for it. He'll just work that much harder for a good look.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Pons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Hardaway passes to Randall. Over Che. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Randall passes to Holmes. Murray outside. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
The Lakers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. The first free throw is good.
We get a chance to come here early, so watching shoot around Kevin before the game, we were remarking that Che was out there kind of cracking up with his teammates out there, enjoying the atmosphere. Really, really personable guy.
Murray against Lamb. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
And here are the Nuggets now. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hawkins. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
Yeah, Che getting smacked around on the inside, brushing it off. That was tough.
And here is Murray. He's got 5. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Hawkins for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. To the middle. Che kicks to Davis. Che outside. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, 2 of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Che in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Richaun Holmes out there with Randall. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Pons in at point guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
It's stolen by Davis. Che outside. Oh, and the jam by Che.
Che showing a little bit of swag to his game right there. You don't see him gloat about it, but nice to see him up on the rim.
Here's Pons, covered by Che. Hardaway passes to Pons. Plumlee against Randall. Just 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision-making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision-making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The pass to Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Randall, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for 1 more.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Los Angeles, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Pons the pass to Holmes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jake Layman comes in for Julius Randle, and Randle subbed in for Murray. And they double up Davis, Goulet.
All of that earned right there. It's become Che's mantra since he's gotten into the NBA.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. And the first one drops. Biyombo is checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Che. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pons the pass to Holmes. Shoots over Biyombo. The Nuggets with another miss.
You talk about things at halftime and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Denver making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Holmes. Shoots over Biyombo. Holmes, good. Holmes got 4 points now in the quarter.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist. 9 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pons the pass to Holmes. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jay with a bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Pons. 13 points in the game. Pass to Layman from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Layman's got his first 3 points of the game.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
In that matchup against the Bucks, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Los Angeles. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Goulet. Finished off the break. Che's got 16 here in the second half.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Floats one up, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Jay, right side. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for Denver. Pass to Pons. Cans it from downtown. Pons got 16.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Jay dishes to Antetokounmpo. Goulet passes to Biyombo. Tries from 16. Antetokounmpo kicks to Biyombo. Just 4 to shoot. And there it is for him. Jay's got 46 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Randall. Defense right on him. And Holmes now top of the key. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the... LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Davis. Then it's Shea. Then there's Erickson. And it's Batum in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach, and trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Back to Shea. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And they double up Shea. Goes up to the stripe. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Shea.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tea and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Pons the pass to Randall. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Pons, covered by Shea. Shot clock at 6. Sharp, the pass to Randall. Denver needs to get off a shot from deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Pons, covered by Shea. Pons can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
Yes.
and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
And another miss by Denver.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Lehman. Here's Randall. No good again that time.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. On target from 13 feet.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here, Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Che kicks to Batum. Back to Che. Outside for Batum. And there's the pass to Erickson. And here's Biyombo. Here's Che. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Making a GA look all too easy right now.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
The Lakers making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
To the inside. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Biyombo. Moment here now for an injury report. Now an update on LeBron from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. He's definitely out for this game, and they said there's a chance he could miss a few more games as well. We obviously hope it's fewer games, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Now Holmes. Here's Torres. And that one goes long. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Goulier passes to Antetokounmpo. Erickson outside. And they double up Jay. Erickson left side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he comes up with the deuce. Jay's got 55.
Scoring with a bump can throw your concentration off. Che right there, not distracted by contact.
And the foul called on Che. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the foul called on Shea. That's his third foul of the game. Sharp defended by Batum. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Shea outside. Fires from deep. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first two games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shea.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw good from Holmes.
At the line for your Nuggets, Richaun Holmes. At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Shea, right side. Kicks it to Batum. Inside. Shea outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Randall passes to Holmes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Shea outside. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by
Shaq here.
2K
You look like
Sports.
the great Bill Russell.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And that's going to do it for this edition of
Really tough blow to the team here with this one, Hornet. It looks like this.
Che, you had a lot of blocks out there tonight. I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about what you've done to work on that part of your game.
You know, that's actually something me and the coaching staff have been working on a lot lately.
Picked a lot of pockets out there. Nice job tonight, Jay.
Thanks, Ted.
Is that something you've been emphasizing more as a team?
Yes, it is. And, you know, we're watching a lot more film.
Welcome back.
And just about to get underway as the starting five.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is the Los Angeles Lakers in action against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, they've got an opportunity.
It's Friday night, and the grind of the NBA season wears on. But what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Look at the Lakers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jay. And it's Biyombo at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Some guys check the league standings every day. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach when you played?
Hey, I didn't look at them much because we were a team that was struggling, Kevin. We were just trying to find our way to being competitive back in the early 80s with the Pacers. So I never got to the point where we were a team that was looking at the standings daily. And I avoided the papers pretty much throughout my career just because to me was a bit of a waste of energy and time. I had more things to focus on than where we were in the standings and what people might be saying and writing about.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That is a jump ball.
So it's the Lakers now. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Che kicks to Biyombo. Back to Che. And he uses the glass on the layup. Che's got 6 points.
You'd love for all your shots to come from that range. Che, always going to cash in on a chance like that.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Indiana. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Che.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Lamb, good.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Bledsoe outside. Poked away. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
I tell you what, anytime guards get to the glass, I think it energizes the whole team. You got to respect the hustle of Bledsoe there.
Now here's Che. He has 6.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Good.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Bucks trail by 3. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo from 15 feet away, and the Bucks miss again.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And here's a look at some numbers for Che.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
Passes to Giannis. Bledsoe outside. Clock at 4. And Davis sends it back.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. That 3 off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Goulier passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Well, Clark, you know, it took some time for him to get to this point, but Jeremy Lamb has taken his game to the next level.
And you know, guys, we see these young guys come into the league after just 1 year of college, and it takes them a while to figure it out sometime. Lamb has gone from being just a contributor to a nightly impact player with his scoring. But across the board, you can see his game upticking in a really positive way.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And, of course, his staff focused on its game plan against LeBron James. Who can score, who can pass. He's an entire offense unto himself. They know it will take a complete team effort to come out on top. We'll see how they do, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for that. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And the Bucks making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. Here's Carter Williams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Trying to get something going. Now here's Carter Williams. Covered by Shea. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Bogdanovic. Count that bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the dunk by Shea.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morris looking over the floor. Back to Carter Williams. From deep. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers leading by 15. Shea drives in. And Shea throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
No problems knocking that one down.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Here's the pass to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Carter Williams. No points in the game yet for him. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Davis, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Clock at 6. Middleton the pass to Giannis. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Davis. James outside. And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 14. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Off target from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here's Dedmon. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bledsoe for 3, sinks the triple.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 7 points for the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Goulet, and Shea throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Back to Shea. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Shea's got 18 points in the game.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Rocket 2, Bledsoe for 3, rebounded by Lamb.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
In the corner, it's James. Unloads from 13. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Over the years, his catch-and-shoot jumper has gotten so much better. You can tell LeBron's really worked on that part of his game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Dedmon. Dishes it to Middleton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Pacers really contributed. He had 42 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bledsoe's got 6 here in this quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Down low, and stolen by Dedmon. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses from short range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Bledsoe taking his time here. From outside the arc, the Lakers with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Biyombo with the block.
And this is something Biyombo excels in. Timing and blocking shots.
Goulier passes to Davis. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist. 18 points for Anthony Davis.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Antetokounmpo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Bledsoe hits them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And they double up Jay. Here's Lamb. Drops in the tray. Lamb's got a pair of triples in the second now for Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Goulier. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Che. And that's 20 points for Anthony Davis.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Bucks shooting 41% for the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Bucks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for the Lakers,
no good on that one.
We've got one of the hardest working players in the league at the line here. Che works hard on all aspects of his game.
6 seconds left now here in the second. The 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. Poke loose. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Shea.
Boy, Shea's quick feet and hands on defense allow them to get out on the break. Gets them an easy bucket.
Bledsoe dishes to Dedmon. He kicks it to Middleton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. Goulier passes to Biyombo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Davis at the elbow. Middleton with it. He's picked up by James. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And no good that time. Davis with some nice D.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent, and every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And Middleton kicks to Dedmon. And Antetokounmpo. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with. On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
And the pass to James. Back to Shea. Biyombo dishes to Shea. On the wing, Shea. Davis looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron with the bucket.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Pass to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here is Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. To the middle. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Inside. Jacks up a 3. And the Bucks miss again. Lakers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Giannis. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Bledsoe outside. Dedmon trying to break free. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-4 run. Goulier passes to Davis. To the paint. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it. Good job in the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
James kicks to Che. To the inside. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here's Che outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. Goes back up. And Giannis with the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Bledsoe. T right on him. To the paint. And it's the Bucks on the break. They get the rebound. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the...
Shooting one.
And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. All right, now a chance to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Morris, and it's Hamilton in at the 2-guard spot. Passes it to Morris. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Batum. Pass break, the Lakers.
Shea making it look so easy, dropping that nice room service dime there.
And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's DiVincenzo. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Picked away. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And it's blocked. Hamilton outside. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's a outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Batum, good.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. The pass to DiVincenzo. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Making an impact with his defense. I know how important that is to Che in every game he plays. He wants to get it done at both ends.
with the ball. Again, the miss by Paul. Here's Goulet, and Che throws it down.
And, you know, that right there is a case of Che knowing how to use his body to not only shield the defender, but to get the and one chance, too.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Pinson passes to Paul, puts the move on. Che with the block. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Monday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
And that one's good to go from Che. Che's got 39.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Pinson, defended by Batum. Paul for three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Che is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Henry. Back to Paul. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Pass to Erickson. Back to Che. Out to the right wing. Erickson. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Erickson's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the foul called on Che. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
It's stolen.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Well, you can see Che's ability to read a defense right here. I mean, sees the right pass and doesn't hesitate or think twice about it.
Pass to Pinson. Look, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Passes it to Henry. Kicks to Middleton, fires it up. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Paul against Erickson. Paul dishes to Henry. Now the pass to Pinson. Ball's knocked loose. Now Che. Here's Batum. Here's Erickson. And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. And here's Che outside, hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
Che's got 44.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Marcus Morris comes in for Chris Middleton. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Los Angeles.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Now, here is Morris. Back to Paul. Lock at 6. Here's Henry. That one rolling around and rims out.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Bucks on defense. Here's Plumlee, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And they double up Antetokounmpo. Pass to Pinson. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
And the dunk by Che.
Yeah, that's bully ball from Che right there. Up high and down hard. Bringing it.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And Paul gets it to go in. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Erickson. He dishes it to Plumlee. Back to Che. Lakers passing it around. Antetokounmpo finds Dragic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
On the inside now, Che will battle you. He'll fight. He doesn't let contact rattle.
Free throw, good. Che. And both free throws good for Che. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And a one-sided season series this has been. In the final game of the year between these two, they end up doing everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Bucks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Che.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. Here's
Henry. Back the ball for the three. That one doesn't drop. The Lakers controlling the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plumlee, the pass to Che. And they double up Che. Back to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And here's Giannis. And the foul called on Shea. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and he'll have to go to the line for 2.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Once again, that was LeBron.